Yo, what is up, everybody? So today we are playing Burn, Burn, baby, Burn. I'm playing Krakatuga today. Really fun deck. It was really pretty powerful actually in base set. It's got some buffs to it and like with Boltuga and stuff. But we're gonna bring it into Clash and see what we can do with Burn, baby, Burn. Specifically Krakatuga Burn, because there's no Vesatuga. We have things like Eruption and all that ready to go. So let's talk about the deck. It's pretty straightforward. We have 3 Ambrosia. 3 Rabbit is consistent card. you don't need to justify Rabbit, but we are trying to find all of Eruptions as fast as possible, and it's a good defensive body. We have 2 Boltuga to help find Eruptions and recycle Eruptions we've already cast. 1 Earthquake, because we can only play 1. 3 Eddy, it's a good water removal card. We need to play a little bit of a tempo control game early on to kind of lull our opponents into a sense of like, okay, now they're ready to get Eruption out of the game. 3 Eruptions because we're playing Burn. Hopefully we don't find a bunch of Valkyries queues in Clash. 3 Foamy because these Foamies kind of help get us to Krakatuga by just being a sturdy body that will basically, it'll die, get us an Eddy or a Sluggle or even a Galaxy, then possibly ascending over that into Krakatuga. 3 Basic Galaxy. This could be the new Galaxy. It could be old Galaxy. Your mods may vary. I'm using these because they're just 5 attackers, just decent bodies. 3 Gorgon Skazes, 2 Krakatugas because we're playing Krakatuga Burn, 1 Lavalith just for extra tempo and some rune removal control stuff, 3 Necra for just burn, attack, tempo, 3 Poison Tip Arrows because we need to play a little bit of a control removal game, so we need lots of removal, so 3 PTA, 1 Royal that we're allowed to use, 3 Shield, and 3 Sluggle. Pretty straightforward, just trying to play a little bit of a control game until we can just burn our opponent out with some good tempo bodies. Our Spirit deck is a little bit tight, but it's 4 Teralis, so that way we can do Boltuga and Earthquake on the same turn if we need to. That will allow us to kind of Earthquake an opponent's Celestial, play Boltuga, attack position, attack directly for 1, burn with Eruption for 3. 7 by Pyro, bare minimum that we need to do kind of what we want to do with this deck. That's like a Krakatuga and all of our options, or like Krakatuga plus Lava. You could probably cut 1 or 2 by Pyro here, but there are turns, especially with Boltuga, where you can cast 3 Eruptions in a turn. So having the extra Pyro here is nice with Krakatuga. 7 Leviathan. Basically, you're going to burn water till you get lowish on water and use Sluggles to recover the water, so you can go a little low. 2 Zaptor for our Astrabbits, and that's the Spirit deck. That's the deck as a whole. Let's jump into Clashes and see how we do. Alright, so this would be the first few games of playing the Burn deck. However, they're not very exciting because I just kind of tempoed my opponents out really early in the game. They all just conceded at some point, so enjoy this little really quick montage and then we'll get into some 3 actual Burn Eruption games. But yeah, it's a very, very funky start with just tempo wins across the board. Let's actually get into some matches. Alright, again, this is a very aggressive hand. I'm going second again with the okay game. Yeah, I guess we're just going Necro aggro. Our opponent's gonna rip 2 Fire Spirits, so I guess they're back on Bears. This is the person I played in games 1 and 2. So we'll see what you got going for you. Fire Nexus. Are you going to play a card that can Nexus? No. Just 1 back row. Alright, well, set the Gorgons. It'll answer the Kinleo potentially, unless he's got a Thunderstorm ready to go. This is, I'm going to assume, not a bear deck now. Burn 2 Fire Artifact probably, with a weird Kinleo first. If this is a Tsunami, I'm going to be so upset I didn't Water Enchant the Necro this time. Argo. Fair enough. For it's got to be Necklace. Oh, Liar on my Necra. Clever. Okay. Still, that puts him down a ton of spirits against a deck that I'm trying to erupt people out. But it's really just like, it's base set Krakatuga with like a little bit of changes. They expended to draw? What are they do? What is their hand they capped? I guess they didn't want to mulligan again? That's another Argo. Like, I'll just eat their spirits. That's fine with me. I almost want to play Eddie into this in case it is another Argo. But I want to burn. So we're just going to keep pushing on a ton of pressure. And if it's another Argo, they'll burn another 4 spirits to stop this attack. Lose another artifact in the process. Or lose a Kinleo. Fine with me. Burn him for 1. And burn him for 1. Survey says... a galaxy. I shouldn't Gorgons, but knowing that they didn't play any active back row last turn, we're gonna... Oops, gotta wait for it to cast. And now, on trigger... I kinda can remember that. It's the cast... I feel like we need a better indicator of an Celestial being cast as opposed to hitting play and activating an effect, but we'll keep the galaxy from flipping over. Play another... Okay. I think we just play Rabbit here. See what the draw is. Foamy is also a decent option, but I'm going to play Rabbit here in defense. See what I can find. ETA is definitely worth grabbing. So I have back row that's live. Push into attack and hope to get over the galaxy. Now they could potentially re-enchant it next turn and get over the Necroft, but they wouldn't be able to get over both because they re-enchant. Okay, there's the actual tsunami. Not the end of the world. See what they do here. Because if they re-enchant the galaxy, they get over a rabbit, let's say. If they cast a new Elestral, I can potentially PTA it. If it's a second galaxy from hand, I'm in danger. Okay, throw a Necroft. Necroft with fire. Do I want to deal with the Necroft here? Yes, we're going to deal with Necroft here so we can just play a Sluggle behind this PTA and punch with Sluggle, I think. So Necroft gets over Necroft. I take 1. Galaxy stays on board. And then I trade Eddie into it. You will burn 1 water here. I also play Foamy, Crash Foamy, play Sluggle. Or, okay, I can play Foamy, Crash Foamy to Galaxy. Foamy gets Eddie, Eddie flip Eddie, punch for 2 more damage. Royal on the backside. We'll just play Sluggle here. And heal up, and then just trade for this galaxy. We can play this a little slower. We have a Royal now, which is going to be really useful probably in a moment. We'll just go Sluggle into Galaxy Trade. The downside of Galaxy Champ of Poseidon is it can't do much in retaliation. It just kind of gets, like Eddie potentially kind of gets answered. It just gets answered by anything with 2 attack. Reforge. Okay, so they're gonna get Liar back and heal Polar Spirit. So anything will get over this rabbit now because they can flip my rabbit around. Make it 2 defense. Or they can Kinleo pop, push for 2 damage, but then I just drop a Lavalith and run over. Yeah, they're going to Kinleo pop to do damage. We know that back row has not been live. So we're going to be able to just... Curious if we want to go... I think we're going to... I think I want to go Lavalith, pop back row. No, I can't because I won't be able to cast Royal. I want to Royal the Kinleo and then push for damage, but... Oh, they're going to leave the Kinleo. Okay, fair enough. So we will go ahead and burn a water. We're just going to have to run at this with an Eddie. No big deal. Edward. Cast an attack. We're going to flip the Kinleo to defense here just in case it's another Argo. That way I won't lose the Eddy unless they have to crack back. But being as they've had no crackbacks, or really no back row here, is this another bluff set like Ambro, or do they only have one Argo or two Argo targets? Do they use up all their Argo targets? That's just a dead Argo face down. Alright, getting over this rabbit might be a problem. Oh, I could just ascend Lavalith and miscast it. Honestly, fine. Yeah. We'll just miscast it with an attack position. And run over the rabbit. Because again, that back row seems to be very much not live. Oh, it's sticking now. What do they have? So now they're thinking about, is it just a Gorgons that they're being really conservative about? Nami doesn't do anything here. It would have been PTR. Ooh, it's a shield. I'll take a Lavalith back to my hand. For 3? I will do damage. Where are my eruptions? I'm playing a burn deck. And we have yet to burn anything. This is kinda ridiculous. But you know I have Lavalith. I can just play Lavalith and run over your rabbit. The 2 damage means nothing to me. You're giving me the juiciest Lavalith. We're just going to burn our Earth Spirits here because we are getting a little low on the other spirits. We do have the Ambro in hand, so not the end of the world, but like... This is hilarious. Okay, well... Do you have a Tsunami? Or Gorgons? Still cost you a ton of spirit. Alright, so Gorgons. Fine. Since we have the Earthquake, we're in a bluff set that there's no way they kill me here. So we're just going to pass and just save Ambrosia for next turn. They're just going to Rabbit effect again. Galaxy gets over Lavalith, I guess, here too. Earthquake, fair. Alright, so I'm going to take 2 damage here. Not a big deal. What do I need? I don't need the Thunder Spirit anymore. I do need the Water Spirit. I guess I take the... I guess I burn a Fire Spirit here and just Embro it back. See what I draw. Oh, wait. That will be game. So we're gonna do Royal. Kill the Necroth. Let's go! Burninating! We do Boltuga in attack position. Boltuga effect, burn an earth, grab an eruption. Play Ambro off the Boltuga to be cheeky because we did have the spirits. And there we go. Yep, they saw the eruption coming. GG, we finally got the burn win. Alright. Game 6. Kazi Fish. I've been playing against this guy a lot recently. They're very good. I can't remember what they've been playing. I think they play Frost. And being that they have Frost sleeves, I'm assuming I'm correct. I believe they're playing more Frost a lot recently. And I don't remember if they were the one that was playing Hurricanes with their more Frost stuff. But we're just going to do pretty straightforward Rabbit and a face down. Technically, you should always play your Rabbit first. Because now if I set another face down, I'd be like, oh, you found it. Oh, this is so tempting with Krakatuga, but in reality, the Galaxy is a better pickup here just for the extra tempo and aggression. If this is a more Frost deck, it's going to be a little rough. Other than the fact that they can burn themselves out really fast, which is beneficial if we can find our eruptions. Oh! They're playing burn too! Yeah, no, you can have your Boltuga. Oh man, I love it. Okay. we're burn versus burn gaming. Oh, eruption full art's in the game? I gotta go find that. Here's if they fire off the eruption right away. Oh, okay. So now that I know that they're playing also burn, we need to get an Elestral with fire out ASAP, but also we need to start clearing stuff for damage. We'll drop this Galaxy, put Rabbit in attack position. They might go Lavalith here, which would be disruptive. I guess we just fill our back row and just put plenty of bluffs out for this Lavalith. Boltuga and punch for damage. I guess they could also be playing some sort of Earth deck. I'm curious. Like I'm assuming they're playing burn because they're playing Boltugas. And wind. Earth, wind, Oxyswarm burn? Wind burn? Summer winds, as ye oldie like to call it. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna hope this Mostation attacks into my Galaxy. If it attacks Galaxy, we can literally just Gorgons it on battle step and reduce its attack stat. Nice. So this is attack step. Attack step is fine. Battle step. We go Gorgons, Mostation. Mostation runs into Galaxy and dies because it goes back to 4 attack because it's a fake 6. I'm assuming they have Ambrose and a lot of eruptions in their hand if they're not playing anything else. We're just gonna either go wide here, but we're just gonna rechant Rabbit here and dig for our own eruptions so that we can play it with the Krakatuga. We could have played Krakatuga here. Oh, perfect. We could have played the Krakatuga here, burn for 3, punch for 3, put him down really low already, but we're just gonna play this a little slow. All we have to do is protect Galaxy for a turn and then ascend into Krakatuga next turn. Throw 6 damage out, pop a card, win the game. Not win the game, but it's gonna... They're gonna take a lot here. This Rabbit with 2 spirits on it, looking pretty juicy though. Alright, let's see what we got going. Thunder spirits, earth spirits, fire. Okay, so they're playing... I don't know what the mouse... I guess they're playing earth, wind, burn shenanigans? Arcolith. They're just playing aggro. So we're gonna have to shield this Arcolith. Or at least hope we can get a shield off for this Arcolith. So I guess they're just tempo, aggro with the burn cards on the side. Seems reasonable. But Krakatuga is better. They have 2 thunder they could have added. They didn't. I guess that was an oopsie or a glitch. Ambro. If I just shield this Arcolith, 2 thunder and an earth spirit. Okay. Yeah, if I just shield this Arcolith, put one of my dudes into... Yeah, we're just gonna go off here. I can pay off Rabbit or I can push for even more damage. I'm gonna be greedy here and just push for a metric buttload of damage. So we're gonna use water, earth here. Bounce this Arcolith, which they're gonna be like, oh whatever, I'll just replay it next turn. but they're about to take 9? Oh, I do lose my galaxy. Maybe that wasn't the best idea ever. Alright, we'll put Rabbit in defense. This will prevent them from being able to play Arcalith. We'll do Krakatuga here in attack position because I do have the PTA to at least protect it a little bit. Then to fire. Now, this fire should not be spent until the effect resolves and they also burn their 3. The fact that it doesn't do it in that way is awkward. And then we're also going to do this in case they have Royal. Stay off the Rabbit. And we'll do boop, boop, boop. Oh, we don't need that many fires back. And we go battle phase, punch for 2 more. They can't Arcalith us. They have no back row. Any 1-drop with 6, anything with 6 attack they drop on us dies to PTA. Maybe they're just playing a 6s style thing, because if they go Moss Station here, we go PTA, they run to Krakatuga, they still take a damage. I swing back with more damage. Okay, they're gonna Ambrosia here, not what I want to see. I think that's their second Ambrosia this game. So they're healing, we're burning. No, that's their first Ambrosia. That is their... Nope, that is their second Ambrosia. Alright. They don't have a way to deal with this Krakatuga, though. I think we just win next turn. Sad. Big sad. See what else I got. I just know I can't have more than one attack position Celestial here at a time. Oh, they're just going to go for the eruptions on me here. Okay. Burn some water. Do they have all their eruptions in hand? I guess I just play... If they don't... Just play Fire Eddy here? I could also put them on 1, and then they can't Arcalith anymore. If they play an Celestial here and a PTA, I win the game. Problem. So this puts them three. I think I give Rabbit a fire here. Put them to 1. And then used Eddy to... This dodges Eruption, stops them from Arcalithing me. And if they have any Elestral in their hand, I can always just use 1 off PTA, pay for PTA. They lose their Elestral end of turn. So they need literally Ambrosia and... They need their last Ambrosia to win this game. I think this is game over. I'm just trying to think what they could possibly have to win the game here. They don't have enough spirits to Eruption. They don't have enough spirits to do... They literally need Ambro. Like, I can't... What do they do? I guess if they have a Sluggle... A Rummikle. Yep, and then we just go... PA. Thunder Spirit off the Rabbit. Don't need Thunder Spirits anymore on that Rabbit since it's no longer Thunder. The Rummikle can't answer Rabbit. We play Eddy, we win the game. I'm just going to go ahead and give them the good game. That's game. That's burn. Burn versus burn. I guess I mean, they're definitely playing an aggressive deck of some kind. Yeah, they're just going to eat their last spirit. That's fine. Sure, don't have to pay up PTA. Play Foamy. Foamy's got a Smoky on it. It's a Fire Celestial. And punch for lethal. GG's! Alright. Going first. A bunch of sluggles and runes. So we're just gonna keep this. We're gonna play Necruff. Or face downs. And start healing with sluggle. Bide our time until we can find eruptions to win the game. That's the game plan. That's what we're going with. We'll play the Necruff with fire here. The off chance they play a Galaxy, base set Galaxy, could always re-enchant with water on our follow-up turn and just start punching for damage through possible tsunamis. See what they got. They play an Eddie, do I shield it? They're playing Mill. Oh boy. We need to get the Hum Burst off the field ASAP, and we can burn all of our spirits to do this. I don't care. They will mill us away. We have Boltugas get eruptions back. Alright, we lost a PTA and a rabbit. Not the end of the world. They're gonna nog. Or not. Alright, so they were just going for super defensive Hum Burst play. The pros of playing against the mill player is that my spirit deck is free to use. Ooh, Apollo. There goes Boltugan Eruption. The jig is up! They know what we're playing! I'm curious to see what the Apollo is for. I guess you could play like Ornigins on the side. What are you playing this Apollo for? Temple, Flyer, PTA. Temple, Liar, PTA. So Argo. Playing Argo stuff. But if they never have an Elestral, Argo's useless. Okay, I thought I paid that with something that wasn't water. That's hilarious. We're gonna Lavalith here. I don't care too much about the Apollo because I know they have a bunch of dead draws. We need to start beating up their back row. So that I think they're waiting too long. I think they're gonna Gorgon this Lavalith because they oopsie doopsie did it before the trigger effect. I'm gonna go just for this face down. I'm probably gonna get Gorgons here because I paused so long on the cast. They probably were trying to cast the Gorgons and forgot to wait for the cast window. PTA. Okay, that's gonna cost them a lot of spirits at least. And we are burning them. Go to battle. Oh, they're probably gonna Tsunami here, actually. That does save them some damage, but they still have to spend 2 for the Lava, so it's still doing 3 damage instead of like 5. Gorgons? On the Necruff? Are they giving up already? That just meant they took an extra damage and used up a Gorgons. I don't... Weird. I think that's just them giving up already. I can't think of any reason why they would want to send a bunch of extra solar spirits to their underworld. I mean, they are playing Mill, and they're at 8 already on turn, what is this, 4? So, I don't think they're milling me out. Lumaru? Lumaru would actually be pretty scary here. Liar, Poison Tipped, Lucky. The Temple is just for Lumaru shenanigans. If they have Lumaru, they're going to grab the Plucky here. So they don't have the Liar yet. They don't have a PTA. If they play this Plucky, they're not going to get either of those. Which means they have a better chance of... Alright, they already have Lumaru. But I can bounce this Lumaru. Punch for 2 more damage. Yeah, I think that's the play here. I do 2 more damage here. Gets them even lower, and then they're even closer to eruption range, and then I could just bide time to find a Boltuga or my 2 eruptions that are left. Really buy time? Alright, yeah, so I've lost 1 Boltuga, 1 eruption. Heal 3 water back. Put my opponent down to 4, which in reality is going to be really like a 3. Play a bunch of slugs in defense and watch my opponent mill me over and over and over again. They're going to pick up this Liar, though. They pick up the Liar here. I mean, Liar doesn't do anything here, actually. They play Lumaru again. They run over my Necruff. I lose 3 cards. I just need anything to deal with the Lumaru. What's this Apollo doing? Let's see. PTA still up top. Gorgon's Gaze. Oh, that Exaltus is actually going to be a problem. If I find an Eddy to deal with this Lumaru, they're going to just drop the Exaltus on top of me. I guess a Foamy is what I want to find here. Still have all my Water Lustrals in my deck. Foamy, Necruff, Galaxy. ETA? Sure. Wish I had a Solar Spirit of some kind. No, we're just gonna expend a draw here. Gorgons. Is protecting this Necruff for a turn worth it? No, I don't think so. ETAing anything he plays here would be worth it. Gorgonsing what they play here? Probably not. That's probably that Gorgons that they had on top there. The other Gorgons are PTA. I don't mind really too much which. Would they play the Exaltus here? Yeah, it's because it's a 6. Let's see. Okay, so that's a PTA that they have. Why would they grab PTA? What are they afraid of me going through? I guess they're expecting Tsunami. Yeah, we'll let the Necruff go here. Mill 3 more cards. Eddy, Shield, Royal. 2 of those I would have liked. Another Gorgons. Spend another water here. Okay. All they have to do is spend 1 more Spirit. They spend 1 more Spirit, and I win. As long as it's not Ambrosia. We know they're not getting Ambrosia because they Apollo'd every turn. They're not getting Ambrosia. They probably don't have Fire Spirits. This could be a Calf Mill I don't care about. They also need an Apollo to grab it. Like, they're not getting this card this turn. Dratora would be problematic. Lustragon, okay, Lustragon to top. Lustragon, Mill, Solar Nexus. What are you playing? This Lumer is going to just punch me for damage. I stop the milling at least. And they're dead and they don't even know it yet. Let's scare him into this Eddy, actually. I mean, it's GG. Like, there's no way that they win this game, so we're just gonna do this and just in case. Put them even lower. It's that PTA they're thinking about. It's like, oh, that puts you to 0. Interruption for the game. Alright, so that is a bunch of games with Eruption. Burn Law, or Eruption Law as they called the deck. Some things I did overlook a little bit, like I could have put a Tsunami in this deck probably somewhere, maybe. The deck is a little tight as is, and we saw how like the tempo cards of like Necra, Galaxy, Eddie just sometimes just win the game on their own with the back row, and that's fine. And then you could get a Krakatuga for like these big pushes, Eruption to win the game occasionally. I didn't expect to win like 7 games in a row, but here we are at the end of it. Krakatuga is still a good card. I think it just trying to find the exact shell for it is probably the hard part for this for the deck. Like you want the Eruptions, you want the Boltugas, you want the Krakatugas. That's kind of stretching your spirits about. But I think this like tempo control strategy with the Eruptions on the back end is really powerful, and because people aren't expecting a ton. The downsides are there's Fire Artifacts and Fire Spirits to prevent you from actually burning for the full 3 damage, which can be awkward. But hey, the deck did pretty well, and I'll take 7-0 with the deck off rip. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully I get some more class videos up soon. Peace.